Hey guys, Glaziola Nacht here. Alright, so I wanted to revisit an old video of mine, that being the Pokemon X and Y Lumious City Ghost Girl theory I made at least a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. So, after overlooking the footage again and, diving more into um, creepy videos, which is something I really enjoy doing, I think I discovered something that I never thought to implement into that theory video, which is why I'm doing a revisit here. Now, I'm sure you guys are all aware, or at least have heard, of the Elisa Lam disappearance and the elevator footage shown. Now, if you do not know what happened, Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old girl she was a college student from Ontario, Canada. She visited the infamous Cecil Hotel. Now, during her stay there is surveillance footage of her getting into an elevator and acting very, I don't know what you would call it. Like, it's very, very strange and disturbing behavior. And, it's at least 4 minutes long, and the entire time she's in the elevator pressing the buttons, the door doesn't close. But when she leaves finally, it does. And then 3 weeks after her disappearance, she is found in the water tank at the top of the Cecil Hotel after guests had complained about the water tasting bad. So why would I bring this up in a video revisiting an old theory of mine about a Pokemon X and Y Ghost Girl? What the heck does Elisa Lam have to do with this? Well, a lot actually. Now, we need to look at the Pokemon X and Y Lumious City Ghost Girl. So, where do you see her? You see her on the second floor of a hotel in Lumious City. You step out of the elevator, screen goes black about 2 times, and the ghost girl appears behind you. No walking animation, as I've noted before. And then she stops and says, "No, you are not the one," and walks off or floats off screen, never to be seen again. And I'm hearing you guys say, but what does that have to do with anything? Like, what's the correlation here? That is where it comes next. I have a feeling that the Lumious City Ghost Girl and Elisa Lam are somehow connected, and if not connected, it's probably a reference. Because remember, she's a ghost girl that comes out of an elevator. And what do we see in Elisa Lam's video? She is frantically pressing buttons in an elevator that ends up leaving that elevator and is found dead in the water tanks 3 weeks later. So, looking back, I do not know if this is like a coincidence, which is why this would be considered a theory, or if Game Freak purposefully implemented this. I also want you guys to remember Pokemon X and Y was released in 2013. The Elisa Lam case was going on in 2013. February 1st of 2013 is when she was reported missing. So that's where I think this has a bit of a correlation. What if, even though Lumious City and the Kalos region are based in France, in Paris, what if there is a deeper meaning to seeing that ghost girl? And then her second appearance, where she's leaning up against a wall and saying, "Stop talking. If you don't, I won't hear the elevator." And we all know that Elisa never returned back to the elevator. But, you see, this really correlates with the ghost girl here. What if that is a, kind of like a little hint to, would Elisa actually be haunting said elevator? I mean, we don't know what she was doing. Maybe she was playing the elevator game, which is a 3 a.m. challenge, but nobody knows. But either way, if we look at the way the ghost girl acts and the way Elisa acts, I think you can start to see a strange connection. But as I've said before, this is all just an elaborate theory. Maybe I'm thinking too far into this. But I thought it would be a good idea to revisit and present this new evidence I have, if you can even call it evidence. Well, I've gone on for long enough, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this revision. And if you want to add more in the comments, please. I am gladly accepting counter theories or anything like that. So, yeah, guys, thanks for listening to my ranting theory here. And, yeah, auf Wiedersehen.